What's up, people? Just a quick overview of our new language topic here in stage 18. It's neuter nouns, and as usual, I kind of like to start with what's familiar, maybe a little bit of English, a little bit of some Latin forms that we've seen before, and then I'll move into sort of the little trick for what I'm looking for with this and what you can kind of do to distinguish the forms that we need to figure out when we get to a story or a translation. So neuter nouns in Latin often end in um. And when I say they end in I mean like their regular form. I'm not talking about a form like servus becomes servum or quintus becomes quintum. I'm talking the regular form, like the base nominative singular form, ends in For example, we've seen horium is a barn, donum is a gift, saxum is a rock, auxilium is help, concilium is plan or advice, templum is a temple. Point is that ending is the first thing you see when you look those words up in the dictionary. That means that all of these words from barn to temple are neuter. Some don't. Some look totally different, and we do get a couple of common endings, but some of them are kind of all over the place. For example, mare is the sea. That's neuter. Litus, the seashore. That's neuter. Caput, new vocab word for your head, is neuter. Animal, all right, just straight up the word for animal is neuter. But a lot of neuter nouns also have an en, like augmen and nomen. We saw that before a few stages ago. So those kinds of words you just need to know. My usual shortcut for identifying, okay, this noun in Latin is neuter is the regular form or does it have an en, or is it one of these other words on this short list that I've given you that identifies, okay, this form is neuter. And so regardless, the rules here are that the nominative and accusative forms will always be the same. For example, for the very familiar word for gift, donum, nominative singular, subject of the sentence, donum, accusative singular, direct object of the sentence. Nominatives and accusatives will always be the same for all neuter nouns. And this is the part that I really get into with our exercises and what we do with this stuff throughout the stage. The nominative and accusative plural forms will always end in a. So once you identify that a noun is neuter, the a form of that is the form that has changed from the the en, or one of the others that you see here. If it ends in a, that means that form is plural. So no i's, no aes, es's, os's, as's. It's going to be nominative and accusative plural if it ends in a. And that's what I really want to focus on. As I say here, I have a little NB, a little note for you, because this lesson often confuses people. So I try to keep it simple. We really just need to be able to distinguish, okay, this word ends in a and it's singular. This word ends in a and it's plural. For example, a word like ankyla that we've been seeing since stage 1, we know it's one slave girl. If it were plural, it would be ankylae, A-E. Aqua is water. We saw that this year. It's one water, as if would have more than one water. But in any case, those are the regular forms of the word. When the regular form of the noun ends in a, like ankyla, puella, femina, rufila, for example, that's singular. But when it's been changed to a from something else, it's going to be plural. So cubicula, we know that the regular word for bedroom since last year is cubiculum, but it's been changed to cubicula. And so now cubicula is bedrooms. We know that the regular word for rock is saxum. When you make it saxa, all right, change it to an A ending, it becomes rocks, plural. So again, all 4 of these words, ankyla, aqua, cubicula, and saxa, they all end in A, but these 2, because their regular forms end in A, are singular. One slave girl, one water. Here, cubicula and saxa have been changed from cubiculum and saxum, and so they are plural, the bedrooms, the rocks. So, long story short, I just want you to be able to tell me when a noun ending in a is singular and when it's plural. So we're going to do plenty of practice. Just think of it that way. If you know that a word like templa, the regular form is templum, it's the temples. But if you see a word, kind of like I said already, agricola is a farmer, that's the regular word for farmer, then it's singular, it's one. We'll get a lot of practice with this throughout the stage, but just try to understand this idea from the very beginning, and you'll be setting yourself up to understand this and hit the ground running next week.